everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm Josie with Awakened Soul, and we're here for a reading about the person on your mind and the connection you share with each other. Today's reading is going to be future focused, so we will be discussing what you can expect to happen next between you and your person in the future. So not necessarily current energies, current thoughts and feelings, but what's coming next. So if you're interested in a reading about their current thoughts and feelings about you, I have many of those over on my channel. If you're new here, you are welcome to go check that out, especially on my pop-up reading playlist. Those readings are very much in depth, and that is a topic I cover quite often. But today it's all about the future. Okay. So your first card is Temptation. Are you in denial about an unhealthy habit, perhaps one that makes you feel guilty? This fairy says you have the power to overcome temptation, whatever its guise. Okay? And then there's the classic depiction of what appears to be a fairy tempted by a serpent or a snake. Okay? So this could be individual. You or your person might be tested or tempted by someone or something in the next chapter. It could even be that something about your connection itself feels like it's tempting. Maybe there's a third party involved here. You or your person could be in another connection where you will be tested by a third party, whether it's a person or like a habit that you're trying to kick or beat, or an unhealthy pattern or karmic cycle, something like that. We also have Flourish. The lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light on any unclear areas of your life or those around you of others. Okay, so yeah. You and or your person are going to be tempted by something or someone from the past, like an unhealthy pattern or something that you thought you had overcome already, but it's circling back around again. I find that healing is not always linear, and sometimes we might find ourselves healing from something only to be tested by it again down the road in the future at a later time. I've experienced this in my personal life before many times, and I've witnessed many other people go through that, where you do a lot of inner work, you heal from something only for that same pattern to try to influence you again down the road, maybe through another person or another situation or experience. So I think that you and your person are sort of going to be put to the test going forward in the future. So what might be coming next is almost a test of your growth, a test of your healing. It could be that only one of you is going to be faced with this, or it could be that both of you are going through this together or at the same time. So let's get out some tarot. We'll see if I can get a little bit more specific with you. Okay. Talk to me about this next chapter, please. Okay. Ooh. Wow. It's a strong message. We have the Nine of Swords as well as the Hierophant. Bear with me, guys. I am having issues because of the full moon when I'm recording this. We also have the Eight of Wands. So I think one of the challenges you and your person are meant to overcome in this next chapter, what you're going to be going through, is a lesson about clear communication, and specifically about your anxieties, your fears, and what is weighing on your mind. So at least one of you might find yourself becoming more anxious, up at night. There's something stressing you out. It could be this habit or this pattern that wants to return. You're feeling stressed about it. You're feeling pressure. And normally maybe your pattern or habit, you or your person, is to keep that inside and not communicate about it. Like you want to shove all your problems down. You want to mask them. You don't want to talk about it openly and communicate it with each other. But I see that your test and your challenge in the next chapter going forward is going to be to tell the truth to one another, to communicate about it, what's going on inside. If there's a pattern, or if there's a thought process or a person or anything like that that's stressing you out, weighing you down, keeping you up at night, driving a wedge between each other, you're going to need to be honest with each other and talk about it going forward. And I see you actually overcoming that challenge with joy with one another, because maybe you feel like you've been put to the test one too many times and this is the last time. This is the final straw. You and your person are overcoming this. You're getting through it. You're talking about it. You're not going to let this win any longer. It's done. And it's almost going to feel like you want to shout for joy when that happens, because maybe you've been carrying this baggage for a very long time, or your person has. And when it's finally gone and you feel like you can finally climb that ladder, it's like you're going to want to shout for joy. You'll be so excited that you finally triumphed over this and overcome it. So I see that as a beautiful thing. This could be a test from the divine, and I see you and your person passing it with flying colors. Let's get out a couple more cards about the future and what's coming next. What else is coming in for this connection, please? Ooh, okay. The Two of Pentacles. Ooh. Okay. And then the result of those two energies, please. The result of those two energies. Hold on a second. Okay, that went to the side. I'm going to switch decks because they were just messy with me and having those come out. And sometimes when that happens, it's time for me to switch decks. Okay. So what is the result of the Seven of Cups and the Two of Pentacles then? Okay, the Page of Cups. Okay. So maybe one of the patterns that you and your person are overcoming is indecisiveness, or wanting to put things on pause or not make firm decisions about each other, this connection, or life in general. And I see you and your person overcoming that and making a choice and starting something new. So this could be in the form of starting this connection up for the first time. If you've never been formal with each other or formally dated each other, it could be that. It could also just be choosing to begin again and start from scratch in some way. And that's coming in the next chapter. So what I'm seeing for you is that there could have been some habit, pattern, third party, something like that, blocking the two of you from being able to come together fully and formally. And you're going to be overcoming this challenge, like both of you together and separately are going to be overcoming these challenges and these obstacles in the next chapter. And it's going to stop this limbo energy. And the two of you are going to be beginning something new with each other going forward. So it's like this next chapter is going to involve a lot of healing between you and your person. I see both of you doing that healing and working on things. And then that's kind of like opening doors for a new beginning in this connection with one another. So overall, it seems very positive. Now, what I'm going to do is get you a personal message from universe to help reset the energy and bring the focus back inwards towards yourself, not necessarily directed at this person. And if you have been enjoying this reading so far, resonating with it, I would love it if you would let me know by liking the video and subscribing to the channel. I also have a Patreon for those of you who are interested in exclusive readings and extended readings you can't find over here on YouTube. That information will be down below in the description box. And I also have a YouTube membership where you can find even more exclusive content. So I invite you to join us if you like. All right. We got the Blue Jay with intuition. You are encouraged to follow your feelings and intuition. This is a reminder that your personal power is in your own hands and that you are free to take flight at any time if you find yourself in a situation that doesn't suit you anymore. And I love that that came out for you because that's exactly what's coming in the next chapter. Okay, and actually, hold on a second, because the back of the deck I just noticed is the whale with communication, and this is definitely a message for you. You are encouraged to communicate clearly from your heart. Bridge any gaps that are keeping you from connecting deeper with your loved ones. It is important to speak your truth with emotion, vulnerability, and power. So, so true. All right, and then your affirmation of the day. I invite you to affirm with me. You can do so by commenting it below. It is, today I am curious. Today I will open my mind and explore new possibilities and opportunities. Beautiful. I am leaving this reading here. Thank you so much for joining. Have a blessed rest of your day or night. And until next time, bye for now.